Hello, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the week of August 14th to the 20th, 2023. First card out for you is relationship. It says, I call in the infinite power of love to take over this union in every way. May it now fully belong to the divine. Let it unfold in the perfect way for each of us. I needn't fear letting go of control. My needs are always abundantly met. This is kind of like Jesus, take the wheel. Like letting the universe just kind of take over your relationship. Some of you may have been codependent or like overly obsessing over relationship issues, and this week you're just like hands off. Like whatever happens, happens. Like I am not stressing about it. I am taking a break from stressing about relationships. So universe, take over. And it's so funny because it's like the second you do that, it's almost like things unfold for you rapidly anyways. So that is exciting. Like letting go of control, letting the universe do its thing. Next, we have yin and yang in reversed. Now, I do believe this is yin when it's in reverse like this in a feminine cycle which lines up perfectly with what we just said, actually, just like letting go of control, like letting go of doing and letting go of like trying to micromanage the things that are going on in your life, to just like relinquishing control to the universe and focusing on whatever you need to focus on, of course, like your responsibilities, your to-do lists, but like not worrying about the outcomes, not worrying about what manifests, not worrying, like universe, whatever is meant to be is meant to be. You know, I give it all up to you. Take the wheel. Okay. And we have mending coming through. What are you mending? Are you mending a relationship, mending your mental health, mending your heart, mending your life? I really do see, Capricorn, this energy of you kind of fixing your life up a bit and going back to a feminine cycle where you're just going within and licking your wounds and healing what needs to be healed, which is so perfect with this retrograde season that we are in right now, because it's like instead of charging forward nonstop, like sometimes we have to take a break and drink some water and eat some food and, you know, sew the holes in our pants. I don't know why, I'm just getting a vision of like an army marching forward, and it's like if they keep going, they're all going to die of exhaustion. You know, they have to sit down, mend their wounds, you know, take care of themselves, and then carry on. And I feel like you're somehow in that energy this week of like mending, fixing, talking about things, or doing whatever you need to do to mend your personal life. It'll look different for everyone. So let's look at the tarot. 9 cards, 3 rows of 3 from the After Tarot. First card out is the High Priestess in reversed. In the past, you really were not listening to your intuition, I feel. Just saying, just being honest here, Capricorn. I feel like the writing was on the walls for a lot that might have been happening in your life that you were ignoring. And now it's like, okay, I hear you, intuition, universe, take the wheel. Second card out for you is the Emperor. Ooh, yes, gaining control of your life again. No longer giving control away to other people. And I see you taking a very like, you know, it's interesting. I'm getting feminine and masculine energy simultaneously from you. Like just taking back control of your life and kind of like, I just keep coming back to this energy of releasing pressure, releasing trying to figure things out in your relationships. Like whatever happens, happens. And I'm just going to focus on my own health, my own wellness, my own goals right now. And it's interesting because it's almost like once you let go of that control, you gain control of your life again. Does that make sense? That's what I'm seeing. That's really insightful, actually. I never thought about it in that way. When you let go of needing to control everything, you gain control of your life again. So, third card out for you is the Knight of Cups in reversed. There may be someone here in your life that, how do I put this? They keep trying to present this romantic image and or maybe they're not even trying to present it. You may be looking at them in this romantic light, like seeing them as this knight in shining armor. But it's like, do they actually have the emotional maturity and the life circumstances to carry out that romance? I don't think so. So that may be something that you need to really pay attention to this week. Second row out for you, fourth card underneath the High Priestess is the Ace of Wands. Wow. A brand spanking new beginning for you, one that's very, very passionate. Some of you may be starting a new passion project or goal, okay? This is something that you wake up very excited about every single morning, and you go to sleep excited about this. And it's like, what sets your soul on fire? What are you here to do in the world? We see you really focusing on that this week. And honestly, even if it's not necessarily a new beginning, your energy towards it is new. It's like in a new cycle, a new chapter. For example, like I've been on YouTube for a few years now. It's not new to me, but like I kind of feel this energy for myself. I'm a Capricorn moon, and it's just like, I am done focusing so much on the relationships around me and like, well, why isn't this working? Why isn't that working? And it's like, it's almost like relit that fire underneath me to just focus on creating content and just focus on what makes me happy and my goals. So it is kind of like a new start again, because the energy is fresh. Like the energy feels re-inspired to just get your own goals off the ground. Center of your spread is the Magician in reversed. Yeah, there's that control message again. You know, when you let go of control, like needing to control other people and circumstances, you gain control. Also, there may be someone in your life who is trying to gain control of the situation with you by playing ego games. Okay, like consciously thinking, I'm gonna play hot and cold, so that way they get hooked on my energy and they, you know, keep running back to me, because I can never be the first person to reach out. I could never be the vulnerable one. I can never be this. I can never be that. Be very aware of people who think like this, because you will be miserable chasing them for years, chasing after their breadcrumbs for years, because they don't have the balls to be emotionally open. They don't have the balls to actually like be vulnerable, and it is annoying. Trust me, I've been there. All right, trust me. You do not want to invest your creative, passionate energies into people like this. Okay, they are siphoning your energy because they're a narcissist. You need to use this energy to put into your creative vision and the reason why you're here. For example, if you're here to create beautiful artworks or sew beautiful clothing that you show online, you need to be pouring your energy into that, not these douche canoes who can't let, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Okay, someone here is playing ego games, playing mind games, and High Priestess reversed, you were ignoring it for a really long time, and I honestly feel like some of you might be starting to see it now. And you may even be a little bit mad at yourself for staying in this situation for so long, in this energy so long, of giving your attention to this and fueling their narcissistic supply. Instead of like, you're enabling it, really. You're enabling it by continuously like constantly reaching out and being like this golden retriever of a human who's like so loyal to this person who, or this thing, this job that does not actively show you that they care. They could care, but like they really don't, because their ego is more important than their care for you. So, whew, that was interesting. So, sixth card out, Capricorn, is the Tower reversed. Yeah, this realization is gonna hit you like a bolt of lightning. I swear, it's gonna come in. Like, I really feel like something shifts this week and you just realize what you've been dealing with all this time with this person. And I really can't tell you the events that lead up to this realization, because it really does just feel out of the blue. It's like one day you wake up and you're like, why am I putting up with this? Like, seriously, why? You know, like, I almost feel bad for the person who's doing this to you, because they must be so low and immature to be playing these games as an adult, and they and like insecure, and they really had you under their thumb, and they really had control over you, and you almost like felt like you needed to be micromanaging and in control of the situation and what would manifest from it in a sense. And you're just like, you know what, I'm gonna let go and see what happens. And for some of you, you might not reach out to them again, and because you've been constantly initiating conversations, doing this and that, they haven't been doing anything. So you're like, you know what, I'm gonna stop responding and just see if they do anything. Leave it up to the universe here to mend things if they want to mend things. So that's really interesting. Final row out for you, 7th card, we have the Hierophant. Yes, traditional things may actually really work for you well during this time. Like getting a therapist would really help you with your mental health, or doing like a traditional form of healing may really help you at this time. Getting mentors, spiritual mentors who honestly are more wise than you in the areas that you may struggle with, can really help you at this time, Capricorn. So for example, if you're struggling with like toxic attachments to people who have like this ego thing going on, like read some books or listen to some podcasts on that. Like Google search what you're dealing with and see the inspirational teachers and materials that may be able to help you out here. I feel like there will be a mentor entering your life shortly if they're not here already, and they will help guide you through this process. This will be an in-person mentor, someone who's living, okay? So it could be someone you're directly involved with, like a teacher, a therapist, someone like that, or it could be someone you're indirectly involved with, such as, you know, an author or speaker or someone. 8th card out, maybe you listen to some TED Talks. 5 of Swords, I love this for you. I'm really happy this card is coming out here because this shows you actually walking away from this person. And look, this is literally the card of mind games. Like his ego is so big, he needs to be the one on top. He needs to be the one who, you know, is in control of the situation at all times and making other people feel inferior. And it's like, okay, you can win, but I'm gonna walk away. And you know what? That's their karma. Because once you're fully out of their sight, they're gonna drop those swords and they're gonna be all alone. And they're gonna be like, why can't I manifest a loving relationship? It's like, wow, gee, I wonder why. That will be their karma. You don't need to take revenge on this person. You don't need to tell them. You don't need to work things through. They will not realize where they messed up until you are no longer giving them access to you. Once their supply of you and your love that you give is gone, then they'll realize how bad they messed up. And I'm not saying they're going to return. I'm just saying, like, karma will be dealt to them. I promise you. Final card out is the Wheel of Fortune in reversed. So big changes happening, but they may not be in the most positive way. So for example, like walking away from someone, that's not the most positive thing in the world, right? But it will lead to tremendous positive change for you. So that's what I'm seeing here. You have the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune, and they're right on top of each other. So there's definitely an ending here, walking away. Like, you should have treated me right when you had the chance. One thing I would ask your spirit guides if I were you is to allow you to hear your intuition very sharply and give you the courage to walk away from any energies, relationships, or situations in your life that do not serve you. So ask your spirit guides, ask the universe for that, and it will help guide you through this week, okay? Thank you guys for joining me. I feel like you're almost mending the relationship you have with yourself by doing this. And like I said, there is a really actually positive, brand new start where you're like fires under your butt to just be your best version. So I love this energy, honestly. Thank you guys for joining me. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. Bye-bye.